So you want to be a genius strategist for a Fortune 500 company. You want to be on the cover of a magazine winning the prize for Innovator of the Year. Well, what if I said that all you need to do to make that dream come true is to become a master of business strategy? Simple. Except it's not actually simple, is it? Because what is strategy? What are you strategizing towards? Well, in this video, I'm going to paint you a fuller picture. Hi, I'm Strategenius. I'm an MBA graduate with almost 10 years of experience with strategy. In short, strategy is just a plan to create value. It's about looking forward. And the real question isn't how much money do we make, it's how much value do we actually create. Profit margins, return on invested capital, those are results of having good strategy, but true value is measured by identifying the intersection between what the customer is willing to pay and what the seller is willing to sell it for. This is called the value stick, and it was developed by Felix Oberholzer G., a Harvard Business School professor. Picture a stick. At the top is the willingness to pay, the absolute maximum a customer would spend before they'd rather go without. At the bottom is the willingness to sell, the minimum a supplier or employee would accept before they walk out the door. The gap between those two, that's your value. That's the whole game. Want to win? You've got two moves. Push the top up or pull the bottom down. Raise willingness to pay or lower willingness to sell. That's it. Let's go through an example together. Let's say I'm someone who loves shoes, and my willingness to pay for a new pair of Nikes is, say, $250, maybe $300. But Nike runs a sale, and I grab them for $120. The gap, the $150 or so between what I'd happily pay and what I actually paid, is called customer delight. I'm delighted. Nike has my loyalty and my credit card. Now, willingness to sell is a bit trickier because nobody talks about it at dinner parties. Think about it this way. Imagine you're a talented graphic designer. Company A offers you $60,000 a year in a gray, soulless office with micromanaging boss and a printer that jams every single day. Company B offers you the exact same, but you work on exciting projects. Your team is brilliant, and yes, there is a Friday afternoon culture where nobody is pretending to look busy. Same salary, completely different willingness to sell. The better job the feels, the lower that number goes, and that creates real value. Here's another example. Let's talk about Lego in the early 2000s. You probably don't associate Lego with near bankruptcy. By the way, I have another video on this explaining the whole thing. But in 2003, that's exactly where they were. They tried to do everything. Theme parks, video games, clothing, jewelry. And when a company stands for everything, it stands for nothing. Willingness to pay collapsed. Then, Jürgen Vig Nudstorp takes over as CEO and asks one simple question. Where's the value, and are we actually creating it? The answer was uncomfortable. They weren't. So he cut the bloated product lines and went back to basics, the brick, the creativity, the magic. Willingness to pay went back up. Then came the licensing deals, Star Wars, Harry Potter, Batman, products that made kids love Lego even more. Willingness to pay climbed higher still. And internally, he rebuilt the culture around one clear purpose. We make the world's best creative toy, full stop. That clarity and sense of meaning made Lego a place people genuinely wanted to work. Willingness to sell dropped. Lego went from the brink of bankruptcy to the most valuable toy company in the world. Not by some genius reinvention, not by a flashy pivot into crypto or whatever, but by asking a simple question: where can we create more value? That's strategy. Raise willingness to pay, lower willingness to sell, let the profits follow. Simple? Yes. Easy? No. Or else everyone would be able to do it. Here's another example. Microsoft. By 2014, Microsoft was a corporate equivalent of that guy at the party who used to be cool in high school. Windows was stagnating. They completely missed mobile. Their internal culture was so competitive that employees were literally sabotaging each other. The stock had gone basically nowhere for 13 years. Then Satya Nadella becomes CEO, and his move? He stopped trying to own your devices and started trying to be more useful on every device, including your iPhone, your Android, your competitors' everything. He shifted Microsoft's identity from "we'll sell software you're forced to buy" to "we're the cloud infrastructure your business can't live without." Azure, Office 365, Teams, Suddenly, Microsoft wasn't fighting for your desktop. It was powering your entire company from the background. Willingness to pay shot up because products were now generally useful. The stock went from around $37 when he took over to over $300 within a decade. From uncool party guy to quietly owning the building the party is held in. That's strategy. Shoes, Lego, Microsoft. 3 completely different companies, 3 completely different problems, but the same simple playbook every time. Raise willingness to pay, lower willingness to sell, and let the value you create do the heavy lifting. No magic, no mystery, just strategy. If this clicked for you, hit the like button and subscribe. We break down big business ideas like this all the time without the jargon or BS. See you in the next one.